Hey everyone, I wanted to do, I've been doing a lot of personal development and business training recently, just because I have big goals and I know to reach those goals, I need to be prepared and take in as much knowledge as possible and learn some new techniques for my business and things like that. So I wanted to share with you a couple of the trainings that I've been, well, not even necessarily the trainings, a couple of the tips that I have been using in my business the past week and a half that has really helped me a lot. If you are like me, you struggle with time management, and my goodness, it is frustrating and difficult, and I have wasted hours upon hours of what could be work time, like real work time, trying to figure out ways to do things and what I need to do and how should I do it and things like that. So I watched an amazing training video from another presenter a couple weeks ago, and it really helped me. So I want to be able to help you. I'm going to pay it forward, obviously, because I love you guys. You're my team, and I want you guys to be able to take these tips that I'm going to give you and implement them in your everyday business, and I promise you your business will change, okay? So go ahead, pause this video, get a notebook and a pen, and get ready to take some notes because you are going to love how simple this will make your business, okay? All right, so I'm assuming now that you have already paused the video, got your notebook and pen, and you're ready to go, right? If not, pause it again now and go do it. I'm serious, okay? So one thing that I learned is, and I don't even want to say this is something I learned. It's something that I've always known, but I just get lost in everyday life and I never do it. And that is planning. If you can set aside an hour every Saturday or Sunday, or whatever day you want, Sunday works best for me, and plan out your week, you are going to find that you get so much more done for your business. And you don't even necessarily have to limit your planning to just your business. It could be for your personal life too. In fact, I recommend that because it is going to help you balance the two a lot better if you know what you have going on in your personal life and what you have going on in your business and what needs done. So take an hour. It doesn't even, like I said, a couple hours, and I said an hour. It doesn't even have to be a full hour. I like to use a full hour because I like to have exactly what I'm going to do, when I'm going to do it, how I'm going to do it, and know everything. That's just my personality. That's how I am. But whatever works for you, take time and plan out your week. Plan what you're going to do. Plan what you're going to post in your customer groups. Plan what you're going to post on your personal page. Plan time to make up samples, things like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over tasks that you can do daily, weekly, and monthly for your business, okay? And these are tasks that I already knew I should be doing, but the way that this presenter, when she did the training, the way she presented it, it was so, I was like, okay, this makes so much sense. So it's kind of weird, like it's stuff that we all know we should be doing, but it's like sometimes you just kind of need to be told that you need to do it. I don't know. It's just weird. Okay, so we're going to start with daily tasks. And these are things that honestly do not take a lot of time. And they don't have to be all done one right after the other. It could be, okay, you have maybe you get up a half hour before your kids and you have 15 minutes to do one or two of these tasks. It's whenever you have time, cross one of these off your list. And it's rewarding when you do that. I got this cute little notebook. I'll show you. I got this cute little notebook, and I'm going to use this for my daily tasks. And I love the way the paper is because it's just so thin, something I can make a quick task list on and just cross it off as you go. I mean, it could be any notebook. It could be a app on your phone. It doesn't have to be, it could be anything. But create this task list, and as you go throughout the day and get done a task, cross it off, and you'll feel so accomplished at the end of the day. And I live for that. I mean, I'm the type of person that I will write stuff on my list that I've already done just so I can cross it off and feel accomplished. But that's me. Okay, so enough talking. Let's get into it. Daily tasks. The first one, you're going to want to post 3 to 6 times a day on Facebook or whatever social media you use. I personally use Facebook and Instagram. I'm getting into Snapchat, and I gotta say, it's kind of fun. I thought I was too old for it, but it's kind of fun. But I kind of make it if I post something on Snapchat, I usually save the picture and then I post it again to Facebook, because I don't have the same friends or followers on all 3 of those platforms. Just like with Instagram, if I post something to Instagram, I have my account set up so it automatically posts to my Facebook. So I'm making it, an eye itch. Sorry. So I am making it very streamlined, so it's not like I'm posting the same thing over and over and over again. So what you're going to post, these are not all unique posts. Please do not make them all unique posts. The things you're going to post in these posts, it could be lifestyle posts. What are you doing today? Are you going to, it's summer, are you going to an amusement park? Are you headed on vacation? Are you going to the zoo? Are you spending the day at the pool? What are you doing? It's just a lifestyle post. Let people know what you're doing. It could be a selfie doing that. I prefer selfies when you do stuff like that. Let people see your face. They relate to you a lot more when they see your picture. A family, something about your family. Did your kid do something really cute? Did your kid say something funny? Are you spending the day with family somewhere? Take pictures and share that. People want to see that. People want to see your life. They want to know that you're more than just unique. Okay. It can be about business. It can be things like your lip stain lasted all day. It could be something like your lips are so dry, but this lip bonbon has really helped. Or, oh my gosh, my mascara lasted through the swimming pool. Anything like that. Just something, sharing something about the product you're wearing. You don't have to sell it. Don't try and sell it. Just share something about the product that you're wearing. You could ask questions. I love questions. I ask questions all the time. And it's funny because some of the questions I ask, or if I'm asking opinions, I already know what I want to do, but it's something like I've posted on there before. We were redoing our living room, and I went on Pinterest to find, because that's where everything is. I went on Pinterest to find different color schemes, and that's where I decided what I wanted to do. But after I narrowed it down, I was like, oh, this would have been an amazing post on Facebook. So I went ahead and I had like 4 different color schemes of what I was considering for my living room. And I went ahead and made a little collage of all 4 of them, posted it on Facebook, and just asked people, I'm redoing my living room, what color scheme do you love the best? And I got a ton of interaction from that. And even though I already knew what I was going to do, it was nice to see what other people said. I was getting interaction on my page. I was able to interact with them and things like that. I mean, a lot of times when I post, there's times when I post when I really don't already know the answer, but sometimes I do, but it's just a good way to get conversation. So things like that, asking people's opinions. I'm going to get my hair cut. What haircut should I get? I'm going and post a couple pictures, couple options so to let people choose from. Or I'm going to get a new hair color. What hair color should I choose? And post a couple pictures of options you're considering. Things like that. It really helps boost up your interaction, and the more people are interacting with you, the more they're going to see you on Facebook, and the more you're going to be visible to even more people, because they're friends. Even if you're not friends with them, if your posts are set to public, just on these posts, I don't do like personal stuff on public, but if your posts are set to public and they're commenting on your posts, their friends are going to see it too, and they're going to see you. I get tons of friend requests because of that, things like that. But other questions you can do are like, what's your favorite vacation spot? Or I need ideas for dinner tonight. Help, what's for dinner in your house? That kind of thing. That really gets a lot of interaction. So that's another example of what you can post on a daily basis. You can also do team posts. They can be, say one of your presenters just hit fast start or hit yellow and you want to shout them out. Shout them out. Do that. Or one of your presenters just had a great Facebook party or a great home party or something like that. Shout it out. Congratulate them. Or maybe you just see a presenter that is doing an amazing job. They're not even necessarily maybe connected to you, but go to their page and post and say, I just want to let you know I think you're doing an amazing job. I'm so proud of you. Things like that. You're still going to be seen. It's still going to be visible, and it helps you kind of, I don't know, create a relationship with other presenters, which is just as important. Trust me, I've made amazing friends with other presenters. It's not even on my team. And it's helped my business because I'm learning from them as well. So I encourage you guys to do that. Interact with other presenters and become friends with them. Okay. Number 2, you're going to post 1 to 2 times a day in your VIP group. She said 2 times a day. I'm saying 1 to 2. I try to stick to 1. Sometimes there are days I don't post even once in my group. And I'm going to tell you why. Quickly, because this is kind of a long story, but I had went back through my VIP group back in December, and I was going through and I looked at it through a customer's eyes, and I hated what I saw. I saw spam, I saw graphics, I saw salesy stuff, and I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I've been spamming my own customers. So I spent about an hour going through my VIP group, and I literally deleted every single post that screamed spam to me. So what I was left with was pictures of myself, videos of myself, and things that were actually like entertaining and stuff like that that I was actually getting interaction on. And when I went back through, I realized like the posts that I was deleting had no interaction because it was just graphics. They weren't relating to me at all. So I wasn't really, those posts served me no purpose at all. So what I started doing was I was posting probably 2 to 3 times a day at that point. So people were getting sick of it. So I started posting once a day or maybe once every other day. And when I was posting, it was quality content. And I started getting more interaction. And when I did that, the following month, my sales skyrocketed because of it, because people were actually paying attention to what I posted because I wasn't posting just these graphics and things that looked spammy and things like that. So I started posting obviously selfies of myself, quick little video demonstrations of products. I would post, if I saw a funny makeup meme or something like that, I would post that in there. So when you're posting that 1 to 2 times a day in your VIP group, or once a day or once every other day, whatever you decide is the right equivalent for you, you're going to want to make sure that it's educating them. It's sharing something valuable about a product, that it's entertaining. Okay, so is it something funny? Is it a funny picture? Is it, I don't know, is it something just funny? Make sure you're entertaining them. Give them something to laugh at, entertain them. I like to post questions in there too, like what's your favorite, or what's a makeup technique that you're dying to know? And by getting their feedback on that, I know what kind of videos and stuff that they're going to be looking for from me. So when I do those, I know they're actually going to watch them. So that's number 2. Number 3 is friend 5 to 10 people. And this is not just randomly friend people, okay? I mean, if you go through the people you may know section of your Facebook and you see people that you do know or have been acquaintances with and you're not friends with them, go ahead and friend them, okay? But these other 5 to 10 people, you're going to get them from Facebook groups. That's where I get mine. And this isn't like the direct sales Facebook groups. I've pretty much deleted myself from all of the direct sales Facebook groups because they're spammy and I don't like them. But what I do is I join interest groups. So things that are important to me. I have a Rottweiler, so I'm in a couple Rottweiler groups. I battle PCOS, so I'm in a couple PCOS support groups. I am in a group called What's for Dinner, and they share their recipes and stuff like that. I am in a couple mommy groups. I am in, what else am I in? I'm in a couple DIY groups, like do-it-yourself crafts and things like that. Anything that's of interest to you. I mean, if you like cats, join a cat group. If you, it could be anything. I mean, if you like to bake, join a baking group. If you like to read, join a book club group. Anything. Join those groups, and you're going to want to start interacting with people. Never, ever, ever talk about your business or products in these groups. Ever. Okay? Ever, ever, ever. But what you're going to do is you're going to post in that group. Post something like a question if it has to do with, if you join a cat group, what's your favorite brand of kitty litter or something like that. I don't have a cat, so I don't know what questions you would ask. But things like that. And have people respond, and interact with them as they respond. Like if somebody says, oh, I love this brand, make sure you thank them for answering your question. Say, oh, thanks, I'll definitely look into that. Something like that. If you're commenting on posts that somebody's already done, what I like to do is reply to specific comments and create a conversation with those people. And normally the rule is if the conversation in a comment goes back and forth, I think 3 times, go ahead and send that person a friend request and then message them and take that conversation into a personal message. That way you're not tying up the comment thread, but you've already started this conversation with somebody. So you're just taking that conversation into a personal message, and who knows where the conversation can go there. You still never, ever, ever want to bring up your business right away, or even in that first or second or third conversation, but you're friends with them now on Facebook, so they're going to see your posts, and if they start interacting with you, then it might be a good time to go ahead and message them about, hey, have you ever tried these products? Things like that. Make sure you're also interacting with them on Facebook. Okay. The next one that I like to do is have contact with 15 people a day. This could be new Facebook friends, sending them a message saying, hey, thanks for accepting my friend request, or thanks for sending me a friend request, things like that. If it's somebody you've known from like school or something like that, start a conversation. How have you been? What have you been up to? Anything like that. This could also be liking or commenting on people's posts, like their personal page posts. Sending voice messages. I love to send voice messages. This could be to old friends. It could be to current friends. It could be to customers. Just send a voice message. If somebody posts a picture of their kid on Facebook, I comment on stuff a good bit, but at the same time, those notifications, if it's a popular post, those notifications blow up. So sometimes it's fun to just send a voice message saying, hey, I just watched a video of you and your son at the pool. I absolutely loved it. He's so cute. Hope you guys are doing well. Something like that. People love to hear your voice. What else is there? Yes, in all of these, when you're having contact with these 15 people, and it doesn't even necessarily limit to just Facebook. If you're connecting with people, you run into somebody you know at the store, or you talk to your bank teller or the person at the post office about something, that's contact. You're creating relationships, you're building relationships. So it could be anything. But these aren't necessarily about sales or the business. These are just general conversations, just being a friend. That's what you want to be. You just want to be a friend. Okay. Another thing I like to do that I've been doing is I put a time restraint on this, because Facebook can really suck you in to its vortex and you can get lost in Facebook land if you're trying to work your business and then you get distracted, and you can really get lost in Facebook land. So what I like to do is set a timer on my phone, or if I'm using my phone, set a timer somewhere for 10 minutes, and I go through and I go on a like and comment spree, and I will just go through my Facebook newsfeed and like and comment on as many people's posts as I can. Not about the business again. Again, this is going to be just being a friend, being there for them. They got a new job. Congratulations. They ask a question about, hey, what's for dinner? You share what you had, or maybe you're looking for ideas too. Just comment and be a friend. So set a time restraint, 10 minutes. Think of how many people you can come in contact with 10 minutes when you're sitting, focused, and ready to do that. Okay. Talk with 5 new people about the opportunity. Yes, this is a daily task, but if you are serious about wanting to promote, it is important that you do this. And this is something I do struggle with, and I am working on it. But it's also, these are people that you might already have relationships with, and it doesn't have to be scary. If you know the 3 C's, if you watch my training on the 3 C's, you know that it doesn't have to be scary. It can be as simple as that script that works. Something like, you're going to think I'm totally crazy, but you take the most beautiful selfies. I think you'll be amazing with Younique. Have you ever considered doing what I do? Simple script, tailor it to them, obviously. Use their name. If they're great at makeup, make that the compliment. I just use selfie as an example because it's what we do. Anything like that. Just make it personal, make it tailored to them. Keep it that same structure, 2 to 3 sentences max. Send it, you're done. You could send a message to 5 people. It would take less than 5 minutes and you're done. Okay? Just do it. That's all I'm going to say about that. Another thing is that you're going to want to do daily is working your parties, obviously. This is hostess coaching. Hostess coaching is the key to having good parties. Letting your hostesses know what they could be doing that day. If you need them to post something in the event, let them know. Tell them, give them a script if they need it. Make them tailor it to them, but give them a script if they need it. So it makes it easier for them. I've had several that I'm telling them to post something and then they post something. And I'm like, that is not what I said at all. So give them a little bit of a script if they need it. If they're not, yeah, you know. This is also posting at least once a day in the parties, depending on the type of parties you do. Post once a day, post 3, 4, 5, 6 times a day if you want to, depending on the type of party you're doing. Another thing to do, personal development. Take 20 minutes a day and either read part of a personal development book. In 20 minutes, you could probably read, depending on how fast you read, like 10, 15 pages maybe of a personal development book. Do it. I have a ton that I can recommend. If you need any recommendations, let me know and I'll let you know. But yeah, you could read, you could watch a training video like you're doing right now. That could be your personal development for the day. It could be anything. If you don't like to read and you'd rather watch videos, there's tons of leaders that you can follow on YouTube to watch their trainings, and I can recommend several of those as well. Okay, another thing that you're going to do daily is check in our team group. There's days that I post a lot. I know I do. But if you don't have to check in every single time I post something. If you take 5 or 10 minutes at the end of every day, before you shut your phone off or whatever you do, scroll through the team group and see what's going on. There are tons of questions that are asked every single day that are answered, that have already been answered in the team group. So if you take time to do that, check the team group, check Nicole's group, and check corporate news in your back office. That will save you tons of time and questions, okay? I'm still here if you have any questions, but just to kind of streamline it, a lot of those questions can be answered in one of the posts that's already been posted, either in my group or Nicole's group or the POP, or in the corporate news in your back office. Okay. And the last thing that you can do daily that I recommend everybody do this is work with a pacing partner. This is somebody that you don't necessarily benefit from. So it's not going to be a member of your upline or your downline. It's going to be a member of like your sideline or somebody in a completely different team. So it could be like, say, if I have somebody sponsored here and I have another presenter sponsored here, they could team up because they're not benefiting from each other. Or anybody in our team, as long as they're not your upline or downline, take advantage. Find a pacing partner. If you're looking for a pacing partner, comment in the comments below and I'll pair you up with somebody. It could also be somebody from a completely other team. Like I mentioned earlier, I love making friends with other presenters, and that is a great way to find pacing partners. I have 2 pacing partners, and they are both awesome, and I love them dearly, and we cheer each other on all the time. And it's just so fun to have somebody that is cheering you on that isn't benefiting from your success or failure, or nobody would benefit from your failure, but you know what I mean. Even though your upline is obviously cheering you on and wants you to do well, it's just nice to have somebody that is right there at the same place and point you are in your business. Okay, those are the weekly or the daily tasks that you're going to want to do, and we are going way longer than I wanted to, but I hope you're still with me. Next, we're going to go into weekly and then monthly, and these don't take as much time to go through as the daily task. So weekly, dedicate about 30 to 60 minutes once a week. It could be a Sunday night, it could be a Monday night, it could be whenever you want it to be, and do a party blitz. This is devoted time strictly to sending messages, calling people, whatever your method of contact is, and asking them if they would like to host a party. And it doesn't even have to be the question. It could be something like, hey girl, I have 2 openings for a Facebook party this week. What do you say we earn you some free makeup? Super simple. Just do something like that. So spend 30 to 60 minutes once a week, do a party blitz. Same concept, sponsoring blitz. If you don't want to message the 5 people that we had discussed in the daily task, set aside 30 to 60 minutes once a week and do a sponsoring blitz. Same concept, and it's another way to get it all out of the way instead of taking time every single day and messaging 5 people. You're going to evaluate your goals. What are your goals for the week? What are your goals for the month? What's your goals for the next 3 months? See where you are and see if anything needs to be adjusted in the way you're working your business to get there. Videos and selfies. A great thing to do is, if you don't have a lot of time for videos and selfies, take a day, an hour or 2 a day, do a couple videos, take your selfies for the week, and then you're done. I have like a hair. It's crazy. And then you're done for the week. You don't have to worry about it. You have all those videos saved. You have photos saved. You're ready to go. You just upload them whenever you need to. Get samples and supplies together. So I like to carry samples and little, what do we call them? Opportunity packs. I call them Think About It packets. I like to keep those around with a catalog, a little kind of note from me explaining a little bit about the opportunity, or if it's a party, a Think About It party packet, a little bit about the party process, and maybe a sample or 2 in there along with my business card, things like that. So you get those together and have them ready to go. Let me see. Another thing you could do weekly is set up a coaching call with your upline, or if you have a team, set up some coaching calls with your downline and see where your goals are, what you need to do, what you need to work on, and things like that. So set up times like that. If you want a coaching call with me, hi, I'm here. You know where to find me. Set up parties with auto scheduling. If you use an auto scheduling service for your Facebook events, it's a good time once a week to go through and set up all of the posts that you're going to need to do. You don't want to schedule all of your posts. You want to be there and be live and actually be a real person for part of the party. But for some things you can auto schedule, and it gets the bulk part of the party out of the way, so you don't have to really think about it a lot. I use postmyparty.com. It is a subscription service, but it is the only service, I believe it's $10 a month, but I believe it's the only service that actually allows you to create templates of parties. So I can have like a spring template party where it's just focused on the spring products, or I could have a I don't know, it could be anything. If somebody is just focused on like skincare, I could have a skincare party template. And that way, when I create the Facebook event, I just go in and pull that template up to that party and it automatically uses that. So it's a really cool service. If you're looking for something and have $10 a month that you want to invest in that, I highly recommend postmyparty.com. Work on your weak areas. So what do you struggle with? I struggle with sponsoring. So I spend a lot of time on personal development and training on sponsoring. Networking, setting up consults, setting up vendor events. If you want to do vendor events, find those type of things. Just networking with people and setting up one-on-one consults. The last one, this doesn't really apply to everybody, but it will at some point if you're looking to grow your team. Do a training video. I don't care if you have 1 person on your team. I don't care if you have 2 people on your team. I don't care how many people you have on your team. Do a training video. Let them see your face. You can post it in my group. If you don't have a team group, you can post it in my group. Feel free to do that. Or if you have a group conversation in Messenger set up, post the video in there. I think they limit them. Can't even talk. I think they limit them to 90 seconds, but you could upload it to YouTube and then send the link. Whatever you want to do a training video. I mean, it doesn't have to be a lot. It literally could be 90 seconds. If you have a tip that's been working for you for sales or sponsoring, or you had an idea about samples or a way to promote the kudos or something like that, just share it with them. It can be really quick. It doesn't have to be a lot. All right, monthly tasks. This is where you are going to, I like to take about an hour or 2, about 3 to 4 days before the end of the month to plan out my next month. So this is where you're going to map yourself and your team. And what mapping basically looks like is I use a notebook and I write down where I kind of put myself at the top, and then I pull out who is like my pink status, my blue status, my green status, and I pull out them, and then I look for rock stars under them. And then I pull those out, and I can see, okay, if this person promotes to yellow this month, that'll put this person at pink, which will put this person to blue. And I can kind of map out and get a feel for where training needs to be focused, who needs my attention, and who is working their business and doing the things that I'm telling them to do. And also gives me an idea of, okay, if I'm going for a certain status, is it going to be possible this month? Or who do I need to focus on? Or it kind of gives me an idea of where our sales are going to be for the month. Okay. You're also going to want to connect with your team. Make sure that your goals are aligned with your why. Okay. Why are you doing this business? Are you doing it for fun? Are you doing it for to be able to quit your job? Are you doing it to earn some extra money? Are you doing it to pay off medical bills? Anything like that. Are you saving for something? Are you saving? Right now, we're working towards buying a piece of land to build a house. So that is what I'm working towards right now. So make sure that your goals and what you want to do is fitting to your why. So that is a big why right now. So I need some big business. Basically, I need to make sure I'm working my business as hard as I can to be able to get to that point. Okay. Follow up with your team. Find out what their goals are. Goals change from month to month. You'd be surprised at how many people one month are saying, I'm going to have $1,000 in sales, and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do that, and I'm doing this business for this reason, and then next month something happens and everything changes. Make sure you understand everybody's why. You're writing it down, the ones that share it with you, that you're writing it down, and if they need your attention, give it to them. Okay. So those are my monthly, weekly, and daily tasks. This video went a lot longer than I thought it was going to, but if you guys stay tuned till the end, I applaud you. I'm proud of you. This is your personal development for the day. So if you guys have any questions about this, if you have any tasks that you do that I didn't mention, please share them because it might help somebody. Like I said, all of these tasks are not required to do, obviously. This is your own business. You can do what you want, but these are proven tasks that work when you're working to actually grow your business. So yeah, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. And I had mentioned a little bit about personal development books and other leaders to follow. If you guys want to know any of those, please comment below and I will share their names and some of the books' names as well. So yeah, I think that's it. I'm just checking my notes to make sure I don't have anything else to write down. But yeah, if you have any questions, let me know and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.